Good morning. How's everybody doing? Welcome back to another Final Girl live stream. Heck yeah, we're back playing some Final Girl. This is season 3. We're going to be breaking out Razorface and Hellscape. So, I'm not quite sure about Razorface because I haven't really looked at any of the Affliction, which is his main gimmick, but Hellscape looks crazy. These are like tiles that are moving around and creating like this labyrinth that we're going to have to navigate in order to help get some of these victims out of here. But yeah, I'm pretty excited. This is, I think, only my second play through season 3. My camera is very dark now that I'm looking at it. Look at that. Ooh, it fits the theme. It's very dark and scary. Good morning, Greg. How's it going? How is life? Nice. Yeah, I'm really happy with where Final Girl is. I think Final Girl has some really fun combinations of heroes as not heroes, villains. They are the villains. The killers and the locations. And I think it's really fun. We did a mix and match last time with the Tormentor in no, it wasn't Maple Lane, but somewhere in some neighborhood, the Tormentor's just running around. Saw is just happening. But that was a mix and match. Today we are going to be playing in the kind of combined box, and so Razorface and Hellscape came together, and so I'm not quite sure if. I assume they are balanced together. I feel like it would be really, really hard to kind of balance everything together. If I was going to play Razorface at like Maple Lane, I feel like that would be challenging to balance every single killer against every single box. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Hellscape and Razorface. Razorface has some of these Affliction cards, and we are not actually able to take Hellface. Now I'm combining them in my own head. We're not allowed to take Razorface out until we have gotten rid of all of our afflictions. And then we also have Hellscape, who we're going to be moving around. We're going to be rolling some dice. We have a new action card called Hell Shift that is going to help us move these tiles to where we need to go, because like right now I'm trapped. Because you deal these out randomly, I can go here to the House of Affliction and grab like some item, but I actually don't have any way out. So I'm going to need to be moving these tiles around. Like if I swap these two, then I could make it over here. So it feels like this labyrinth puzzle thing that I'm thinking is gonna be pretty cool. Yeah. So without further ado, well, actually, let's talk about Kinsey. So Kinsey also came in this box. This is our Final Girl of the day. We got Kinsey with 5 health. We got after 5 victims are saved, we get to flip over, and I thought this was cool because once during each planning phase, take all copies of a single named action card from the tableau at the price of 1. So if I grab a sprint for 2, I can actually take 2 sprints, which does create some interesting like sequencing decisions, because like a lot of the times I'll take a sprint, the next round I'll take a sprint, and then I just kind of always have a sprint available. So I'm not quite sure if we'll still be doing that, or if we will be kind of like looking at maybe like grabbing searches and just like kind of hyper focusing on a search turn or a distraction turn or something like that. So I think that'll be fun. I realized I don't have any health, so let me grab my Final Girl health. She starts with 5 plus this guy, so get an extra dice if we take 4 damage, and hopefully I'm pretty sure that's the 3 extra health. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. It's nice that these are like beveled, and so I can reach into the bag and kind of feel what side is face up and what side's face down. So I like that. Alrighty. So we have a Affliction card and a starting event card. I did my setup here, and so let's take a look at the Affliction cards and see what's going on. You call, I come. So purge requirement, we have to discard 1 random item card. And so that's how we're going to be getting rid of this Affliction. But until then, this is place Razorface in your space. Oh, so I think this is when I purge it. Razorface jumps over to my space. Oh, that's the wrong one. and then we have to deal with Razorface, which could be a good thing, right? So if we wait until the end and we purge this one last, we can get rid of the item cards that we don't need anymore, pull him to us, and then we don't have to spend our turn getting to him so that we can attack. So we can purge, then start swinging. So each affliction card has a purge requirement that you must achieve to purge that affliction. During the action phase, if it has been met, you may choose to purge the affliction by resolving the purge effect on the bottom half of the card. If you choose not to purge the affliction when the requirement is met, then the purge requirement needs to be achieved again later to purge that affliction. So, cool. You may only purge one affliction per turn. So we're going to probably... Where do we want to put these? We can put them right here. Next to Razorface. Next up, we got Torturous Embrace. Purge requirement, you or Razorface only has 1 health remaining. Boom, boom, boom. So it looks like we could probably, you call, I come, purge, pull him. Now we can't do both of these in the same turn, but we could start swinging on him. He's going to swing right back at us, and then at that point we probably just have 1 health remaining. Purge effect, we have to discard an item card of our choice. If you do not have one, end our turn. Okay, so we are going to need to grab some items because both of these require us to discard an item card. Hey, the Shibi, how's it going? How's life? And then we've got the Lamb to the Slaughter. When you would save a victim, it is killed instead. Ugh. Gross. As a purge effect, we're going to increase our horror value. Our horror value does start at 5, which seems kind of high for a killer, but we're going to work to get that back down into the green so we can start rolling some more dice. Yeah. Alrighty. I think that's a big swing. I think I will probably try and flip before we purge that one. Well, we'll see. Alrighty, our starting event, we have the Curious Wretch. The victim closest to you is now the Wretch. When the Wretch moves at least 1 space, we're going to lose a time. If you save the Wretch, we heal 1, and we decrease horror by 1. If the Wretch leaves play, we discard this card. Now, usually, closest is determined by fewest number of spaces. There are no closest because I can't actually get to anything. And so we're just going to roll a dice. This is going to be even. This is going to be odd. I said even. Odd, yeah. So odd. This one will be our Wretch, which is denoted by a blue guy right there. Alrighty. Let's continue to have these charge up. And there we go. Time to rock and roll. Okay, so I always like starting this game with some focus. I think we'll walk over here and probably try and save some time so that we can start searching because we are going to need some item cards. So we might as well get the Goblet of Blood, which is the one that's currently in the House of Mutilation, which is just kind of brutal, right? So let's focus. We get to roll 2 dice because we're in the white. We got 0, so we lose 2 time. Yikes, that's a tough start. Alrighty, let's do it again. Alrighty, we got 1 star. We could discard 2 cards to get 2 stars. We're going to do that. We're going to discard a short rest and a weak attack. We're not doing those this round. To change it to a double success. So we're going to decrease horror value and increase time by 2. That's going to help us buy some more cards. And then I think finally we are going to spend 1 card to walk. We got a success, so we're going to move over here to the House of Mutilation and decrease time by 1. And at that point, we are going to end our turn with 5 time to spend on cards. The Hell Shift. Oh, wait, hold on. I needed to. Once during each upkeep phase. Okay, so that's at the end of the round. We're going to roll these 2 dice, and we are going to swap the tiles that these land on. So like here, we would swap this tile and this tile. They would move. If they are the same, we flip the tile over because these are double-sided. Cool. Okay. Yeah, but that's during the upkeep phase. I'm gonna put these right here. Also, these dice are really cool. They're like red and black, and they like very much fit the theme. Thought those were cool. Okay. 5 time. We're gonna spend 2 of that 5 to grab a search. We're gonna spend. Honestly, I think we're gonna spend 2 to grab another search, and then we're gonna spend 1 to grab a close call. But at this point, like, we're just looking for items. So we'll do that. These go here. We'll reset to 6. Then we've got the killer phase. We're gonna resolve the killer action. We're gonna move towards the closest victim. This path is blocked, so we're gonna move here for 1, and then we're gonna attack for 1 because that's our current bloodlust level. So we're feeling pretty good. And we're gonna resolve a terror card. Violent Taste. If there are no victims on the board, discard and draw the next terror card. Otherwise, move and kill. Alrighty, so we're gonna go here. Kill. Bloodlust increases. That's a tough start. Okay. Upkeep phase. Roll. So we've got this guy and this guy. So these are gonna swap. We do have a path this way now, which is kind of nice. So if we wanted to, we're gonna search. We're gonna see what we can grab at the House of Mutilation. I'm hoping that we can walk. If we get a double success, we can make it out of here and into a realm with a victim, which would be pretty nice. This is a really cool map. How everything's kind of switching around and changing. That I like that. That's fun. It is the action phase. Let's go ahead and search. I'm not a huge fan of these dice so far, so we are going to let's try these guys. Alrighty. We got let's play close call. Oh my gosh, it's 2 time. Let's play close call for 2 time to re-roll all the dice. Okay, we got a success, so we will take the Goblet of Blood. Gross. Take the top item card at your space. This has 2 uses, and we can use this to heal for 2. Okay. And we go down 1 time. So we're down to 3, which is great. That's what you want. Let's search again. Ideally... Oh, nice. Okay, so we take the top 2 item cards of our space and choose 1. Place the other on the top, face up, or underneath. So top 2. Let's see what we got. First, we got the Bone Key. Show this to you before we read it. Looks kind of intense. We can place the Bone Chariot in the closest hell space tile space. Once per action phase, while with the Chariot, we can go 2 time down to move the Chariot to any hellscape tile space. The Chariot may move with you during normal movement, but may not be moved off a hellscape tile. That seems pretty good. I assume this is... Oh, these are upside down. Nope. I assume these are the... That's the Chariot? Yeah, it is. So I can put this on a hell space tile, and it can move 2 different hell space tiles. I feel like that's going to be really good for us. Or the Book of Ecstasy. For 3 times, we can prevent horror going up. We're going to put this face up here. I'm going to take the Bone Key. And we are going to place the Bone Chariot in the closest hellscape tile. I'm going to go right there. And we go down 1. Okay. We do have a walk card. If we don't get a double success, if we do get a double success, we're feeling really good. If we don't get a double success, then we're going to lose some time We're not going to move too far, and I'm wondering if I just bank the 2 times so that I can grab like a sprint next round. I think we're going to probably just do that rather than trying to, I don't know, I'm a conservative player, I guess. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to grab a sprint. We're going to grab all of our 0 cost action cards, put the searches back. The nice thing is that we do have 2 items that we can toss for our afflictions now. So he's going to move 1 towards the closest victim, which is right there. He will attack nobody. We got a terror card. Devoid of life. If there are victims in your space, discard. If there are no victims in your space, discard and draw the next terror card. Oh, oof, that's tough. Alrighty, so we're just progressing on to the finale. We got Spiral of Horrors. Shift each Hellscape tile 1 space clockwise. Oh, he's coming for me. Place 1 new victim on the Clover and 1 new victim on the Black Widow space. That's what that feels like a Black Widow space. The second symbol under the second banner there. So in the Clover, Black Widow is going to be here, I guess. And then Clover, I'm going to put him with the other victim. They need a buddy. And then we resolve an event card. Masochist Peon. The victim closest to you is now the peon. Place 4 health markers on this card. If the peon is in your space at the end of the action phase, you may gain 1 health from this card. The peon also loses health when attacked. When the peon loses its final health marker, it dies. Interesting. So it's like a souped up victim. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to swap this guy with the white pawn. I do like the different victims. I think that's just like a fun mechanic to like interact with. Okay. Upkeep phase, we're going to roll these dice. Okay, we're going to flip this tile. So they're in the red. We do need to make sure that they stay in the same tile. So if you look at the tiles there, each space is kind of different color coordinated. So when you flip it, you put them back in the same space color, just like that. And all of a sudden, I'm a little sad that everything got flipped around and moved on us. But I guess that is kind of the point. So this is back at 6. I wanted to save some of those guys. I wanted to get next to the chariot. So the health shift action, at a double success, we can range all the health state tiles as we choose. Single success, we can swap any 2 health, and then with no success, we lose 2 times. So I think we'll probably try and bank some time to grab a health shift tile. Razorface is only moving 1, so unless the terror card moves him again, the peon is safe. I could jump in front of it and try and take it, but I don't want to do that. So let's focus. Yikes. Let's toss a weak attack and a short rest to change one of those, that 4 to a success. And that will decrease horror and decrease time by 1. And then these dice are going in timeout. We'll try these. We'll try and focus again. Yeah. I don't wanna. We're gonna discard 2 walks. No, we're just gonna lose 2 time. Man, we have been rolling atrocious today. We'll play a walk. Oh my gosh. We're gonna move up to 1 space, lose a health. and lose 2 time. That puts us at 1 time left, which, wow, that was bad. Do we discard both? No, we can't. Dang. Okay. We have 1 time. We're going to grab the close call, and that is it. And do not roll like me, my friends. These dice are going over there. We don't need those in our life right now. Ooh, okay, well, that was not a good start. We do have the Goblet of Blood, so we can heal if we get attacked, so that's nice. Razorface is going to move right here. He's going to attack. Nothing. We got a tarot card. There are no victims on the board. Just kidding. Move each victim that is adjacent to a named space into the named space. Okay. So this will move here. This will move here. This will move here. There's a namespace here. There's a named space here. There's a namespace here. That's it. Then he is going to move towards the victim and attack, but nothing. Okay. We'll roll these. Hopefully we got something. We're going to swap the Black Widow tile. And here. Oh. He's getting closer to him. But now he's at least 2 away. He was 1 away, but now he's at least 2 away. And I am trapped again. Alrighty. I think actually I just skip my turn here. I have a walk, I have a sprint, I have a close call, I have nothing to do. So I'm just going to skip my turn and bank 6, then I have 6 to use. So I believe the hand size is 8. Is that correct? Ten cards. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have up to 8. Let's grab a Hell Shift for 2. Take us down to 4. Let's grab a Distraction for 3. Takes us down to 1. Then a Close Call for 1. Then we can take 2, 4, 6. We can take 4 of these cards, which is going to be, I think, Focus. That's 2. Walk and a Short Rest, because I don't think we're going to be able to attack him this round. Okay. Then we have 10, so we're better off. We're slightly better off. Ideally, we'll get a Distraction in there. Ooh, okay. Killer Phase, he's going to move right here. He's going to attack. Nothing. Tarot card. Uh-oh. Minor Dark Power. So this is going to modify Razorface. The Pain of Judgment. If you don't have an affliction when this card comes into play, discard this card and draw the next tarot card. Whenever a victim is killed, we're going to increase the horror level. Wow. Okay. And then we discard this card when an affliction is purged. Okay. Razorface is getting angry. Upkeep phase. Let's go ahead and see where Hellscape is moving to. I'm going to swap Star and Circle. Nice. Actually huge. Because we got our Chariot back. We can go save some of these guys. Ooh, baby. Love it. Nice. Okay. That's awesome. It is our turn. Let's see if we can distract this guy. Play a distraction. Give me 2 stars. Oh my gosh. Gah. Ah. Okay. Let's play Close Call. I'm going to re-roll this dice. Okay, we got a success there. I'm going to go ahead and discard 2 cards. I'm going to discard a Short Rest and a focus. 2, decrease horror by 2, which puts us into the green, and give us 2 time, which puts us up to 8. Okay. Now we're rolling 3 dice, and that feels a lot better. All right. Let's see if we can sprint. Let's roll 3 dice. If we can move 3 spaces, I would be very happy. Okay, we probably can. Let's go ahead and toss a walk and a focus to give ourselves a second star, which is going to allow us to move 3 spaces. We got 1, 2, and then we're going to move these guys here and rescue them. We are not going to trigger... We actually may trigger a lamb to the slaughter, because that would get rid of the Pain of Judgment as well. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. So we are going to rescue one of these, and we're going to place here on the decrease horror. So we got that. Then when we would rescue this, we are instead going to kill it. Oops. Oh, horror's going to go up 2. That's sad. Okay. So this goes into the victim pool, but we are triggering here. When you would save a victim, it is killed instead. Purge effect increases here. This goes up, and we increase 1 more. That's a bummer. But this affliction is done. We're 1 of 3, and remember, we cannot win the game until all 3 of these are done. And then the Pain of Judgment gets discarded because we got rid of an affliction. I kind of wish that I had held on to a focus, but here we are. We do decrease 1 here. Okay. I don't know if I have any need to move or to move the tiles. I think I'm rather going to hang on to this, because then I can get my my chariot back. So I think we're going to go ahead and end the turn. We have 7 to spin. We're going to grab a distraction for 3. It's going to take us down to 4. I think we are going to grab a... We're going to grab the weak attack. We have a walk. I think we might grab a sprint, just to have it, and then we'll spend 2 on a guard. Plus that 2, 4, 6, 7. Sprint goes here, walk, focus, distraction. But it will be nice to get the horror rolls back into green. I think that's kind of my goal right now. Okay. Razorface is still moving and attacking for 1. He's going to be 1, 2, 1, 2 away. Forgot how those ties are broken. So we're just going to move him here because I feel like that would be the Grim rule. He is going towards the group of people, not just the one person up here. Terror is... Ooh, okay, roll a die. It is a 2. So he's going to move 1, and he's going to attack. I'm going to remove 1 health from here. Thanks. Okay. During the... Oh, and if a victim was killed, it actually wasn't killed, which is kind of interesting. I feel like that's one of the first times I've ever in the game had a victim be attacked but not killed because the peon has extra health. It's kind of cool. Huh. Okay, upkeep. We are going to swap here and Widow. Okay, so we still have access to our chariot, which is nice. And we can deal with that. I probably want to save some of those victims. We could pull Razorface to our space. That could be kind of interesting. If we discard the Goblet of Blood, say we use it first. We discard the Goblet of Blood, we pull Razorface to our space, and then we sprint away, maybe even to this chariot and then run away. He's kind of stuck. So I feel like that could be a good thing to do. So let's see what we got. All right. We also have a weak attack. Now we can damage him. We just can't flip over his final health token until all 3 of our afflictions are purged. But we can damage him. So that could be kind of fun. Weak attack could be kind of fun. I think we're going to save the close call for the weak attack. But let's start out. Let's just play a distraction. We got 2 dice. Ooh, we got a success. I'm good with that. So we'll go here and increase time by 1. So we're rolling 3 dice, but we're still not quite there. Do we have a focus? We don't have a focus. Let's go ahead and spend the Goblet of Blood. We will heal 1 instead of 2. Then we'll go ahead and discard this. Discard a random item card. Oh, okay. Well, that's kind of exciting. Okay, we'll go even, odd. Please be even. Please be even. It is even. Let's go. Okay. So we'll discard this card to purge here. And we place Razorface in our space. That like has a nice little flow to it. We're going to place Razorface in our space. He's coming here. Okay. That gets him away from the victims, which is nice. We do have a weak attack if we wanted to do that. We have a guard or we have a sprint. I think what I'm probably looking at doing is weak attacking. Yeah, I feel like weak attacking. And we have a close call to reroll just in case we like end our turn. Although ending, and then we'll probably sprint. Might as well. He's here. Let's weak attack. We got 3 dice. Oh my gosh. Would you look at that? That's tough. Alrighty. Thanks. I hate it. Okay. Let's go. Yikes. Close call. We'll spend 2 time and reroll all of these. Oh my gosh. Okay. Guard and walk. No, let's go. Yeah, let's go guard and walk. We'll discard to change one of those to a success. Yikes, my friends. What is up with the dice rolls today? So we lose a health. And we deal 1 damage to him, which is nice. Oh. And we don't lose any time. We're going to sprint. Okay, double success. Move 3 spaces. At 1, 2, move up to 3 spaces, which I think... I'm going to stay there. I feel like being on that hellscape tile is going to be nice. We lose 1 time. We're going to end our turn here. We have 4 left to go. We're going to grab our zeros, focuses, and short rest. We've got... What are we looking to do? I think we are kind of still looking to save some of these victims. It would be nice to be able to flip over Kenzie and get that ability. So I think a sprint. We have 1 walk. Let's grab a sprint for 2, and we do have a guard in our hand, so I don't know if we need that. Honestly, probably a close call would be nice. Let's just grab a close call. With the way that I'm rolling dice today, let's just grab a close call. How about that? All right, so we got a sprint that goes back, a guard goes back, close call, distraction, and a weak attack. All righty. Hellface. There I go again. Hellface. Razorface is going to move. We'll resolve a terror card. We are like going through this terror deck, which is a little scary. We're about to run out of time. See the purpose in your pain. All right, we're going up 2. That's not great. If you have at least one affliction has been purged, discard one affliction of your choice and draw a new affliction to replace it. If no afflictions have been purged, Bloodlust. So I guess we have to do this one. And I put away the affliction cards because I'm silly. Nope, it's going to be Razorface. Alrighty. Our new one is the Delicious Sacrifice. Gross. Got a Delicious Sacrifice. As a purge requirement, we have to remove a 0-time card from the game. That's really interesting. I like that a lot. The purge effect, if the dark power has been revealed, remove another 0-cost card from the game. Okay, well, we're going to have to do that. What do we have? I assume we have to do that from our hand. Probably a focus? I don't know. I don't like getting rid of the 0-cost cards. That's a little scary. Okay. Let's roll these. Oh, we're flipping the Widow tile. Alright. Cool. Man, I am glad that we've spent so much time reducing the horror value because he has just been pumping that horror up. We would have been in that red territory very quickly. Okay. I feel like these dice have been in timeout long enough. Let's see if we can charge them up to like a star. Okay. We are looking to move. I think what we're going to do is spend 2 time to move the chariot to any hellspace tile. So let's spend 2 time. Move this guy here. And then we can save these 2 victims. Yeah, that just seems really good. Should we try and focus first? Yeah, let's try and focus. Ah! Of course. Jeez. Okay, let's short rest and focus to reduce horror and decrease time. Yeah, we're down to 3. Okay, let's go ahead and sprint. Okay, we got 1 success, which moves up to 2 spaces, which is all we need, actually. So we'll go 1, and we'll bring both of these guys along with us. Let's go ahead and heal 1, because we have taken 1 damage. And we can move a space. Now let's go 2 time. We'll lose a time, and then we'll go up 2 time for the sprint. I think what we're going to look to do, or what we could do, I forgot to lose a time when the victim moved. I'm just gonna do that now. That's on me. There's a lot going on. But whenever the Curious Wretch moved, we're supposed to lose a time. So we have got a Close Call, a Hell Shift, and a Walk. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna discard the Walk. Since we have the Bone Key, it's a lot easier for me to move around the map. So we're gonna remove the Walk from the game to go here. And the dark power has not been revealed. So we're good. Now we can go face with Razorface. We can square up with Razorface. See what's going on. But alright. I think we're gonna end our turn with 3 time to spend. We could, yeah, we're gonna do that. Got a weak attack and a walk that we're taking to our hand. We have a close call in our hand. I think it's always nice to have multiple close calls. What's up, Canadian Mustache? How's it going? Welcome to hell. I think we're going to go with a sprint. I would like to get back onto this tile. Since we do have the Hellscape action card, we can probably swap these around. If I move here, if I can swap them back, or I take a distraction. Do I have focus? I don't have a focus in my distraction. I think we're just going to have to sit here on 2. So let's take a sprint and a close call. Move this back up to 6. But I think we're going to try and save these last 2, which is going to help us flip. And then we can... By the time we save everybody, I want to probably be buying these higher cost cards, which you can only take... There's only 1 copy of them. So maybe that ability is not as good as I wanted it to be. But here we are. Okay. He's going to move here. No, actually, he does not move. I'm looking at this because he's actually not connected to any victims or the final girl. And so in that case, he does not move because he runs into a lot of just like dead ends. Will terror. Oh my gosh. 3 horror or draw a new affliction. I'm gonna take the 3 horror. Go up to 5. That's insane. That's a big hit. But I really don't want to deal with another affliction. Alrighty. Let's see where we're at. I think I would like to get a distraction this round. Hey, friendly computer. How are you today? I'm doing really good. Doing really good. I enjoy Final Girl. I'm excited. This is a really cool scenario where like these tiles move around the board and stuff, which is pretty cool. Yeah, doing good. Got did a nice bike ride. Wonder if it'll show up. I got my nice my burn line for my biking. You like that? It'll show up over here. But because of the biking jerseys, yeah, I forgot to put on sunscreen. But because the biking jerseys are like tight, yeah, right. They're tight around. It just creates like this perfect line. So I was like, oh, oops. So make sure to put on sunscreen. And then I was like, I need to get like a sleeveless jersey that I can wear like every other turn or every other ride, so that it's not that. Yeah, I was able to do that. My knee is feeling good. I'm happy about that. I think I've talked about it a little bit, but I hurt my knee back in February. I went to the doctor a couple weeks ago. It was actually my back that was messed up, and it was not what I thought was my IT band. It's actually my nerve. And so like my nerve has been messed up. So I've been doing like physical therapy twice a week. But they allowed me to get back on the bicycle, which was really exciting. Physical therapy is going good. I have physical therapy again later today. Hopefully that goes well. They're mean. It is a tough hour. I thought it was going to be a lot of stretching, and it kicked my butt. So it was good. But yeah, I got that later today. So it's a good day. It's a good day. That's what happens to you in about 10 minutes. Nice. It's wild how an issue in one area reflects to problems in other places. It really is, yeah. Also, Willow Tech, thank you so very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome. Happy you're here. But yeah, it is wild how an issue in one area. Yep. Like, so I hurt my back last year. Just stupid stuff. I was on the bike. My training was, the way that I was training was not great. But yeah, so I hurt my back last year, and that got resolved. And then I started hurting I hurt my knee. And so apparently the knee is actually just like sciatica from the back injury. And like it had all the symptoms of an IT band issue, like a strain or something like that. And so like I was doing everything that I found online without trying to spend money in America on healthcare. So I just like did a lot of Google searching online, and like I was doing everything that they were saying, foam rolling, stretching, all of this kind of stuff to help the IT man, and it just like was not getting better. I was like, well, that's not good. So I went to the doctor and like, I think it's your back. I was like, ooh, okay, well, so here we are. I have a bad back and I get dental pain. That okay, like that sucks. It's fascinating, right? Like I'm sorry about that. Um Dental pain. Really? I guess like everything is connected. And like they were talking about how it's like, yep. I mean like literally everything in your body is connected. So like it shouldn't be surprising, but it is like really interesting how like it can affect your knee. I had a buddy whose like bottom of his foot was hurting after his back injury. Dental pain I have not heard. Oof. It's the same never in the spine that is connected to the neck and thus then yeah. Dude, that's wild. That's wild. Oof. Man. I'm sorry about that. Nerve, that makes sense. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Same nerve in the spine that's connected to the neck. Everything's connected. I have to do like these stretches where like I go up and down while like straightening out my leg. And like the whole idea is like if I'm seated like here, I can't straighten my leg like all the way. And so that's kind of what the goal is. Can you, which feels so like, I don't know. It feels like weird. I'm like, can you straighten your leg? I was like, no, I cannot. Like, I feel so defeating. but, but yeah, it's a good day. All in all, the weather's finally cooperating, which is nice. You're in the army in your late 20s. You're not surprised? Yeah. Wow. Yeah. What's sad as you get older is you can hurt your back by like bending it. Yeah, right. By sneezing, by waking up, existing. All of those things can hurt your back. It's wild. Mm. But yeah, so I'm just happy that they're like, yep, you're able to get back on the bike. Done like 3 rides since I started PT, and like it's feeling good. And each time I ride, it feels less bad than the previous time. So that's good. We did just resolve the tarot card. I do think that this is the first time in this game that it feels like we're going to resolve the showdown or the finale card before the minor dark power. Just because he hasn't been connected to anybody to hurt them, and then I kind of exiled him to the middle of nowhere. That's kind of cool. Let's see where we're going. Black Widow and Star are going to be swapping. Oh, okay. Nope, that's fine. Because I'm still connected to my chariot just a little bit further. Once per action phase while with the chariot. So I do have to be in that space. Okay. I need some distractions. But I am ready to attack Razorface. So I also need like some critical blows, some furious strikes, some guards, all that good stuff. I think what we're gonna do. I don't know if I want to. I don't think I want to save the Curious Wretch. I mean, like, it is like the Curious Wretch to move it. Oh wait! Oh my gosh! I can rescue him right here. I didn't realize that that was a exit space. The middle is an exit space, so I could go there and rescue him. Well, that's exciting. Let's do that. Let's sprint. Newfound understanding. Let's sprint. Okay, of course. 1, 2, 3. Part of me wants to just discard 4 cards and move 3 spaces. But I think instead, I'm going to close call. I'm going to reroll 1 of these. Okay. So we'll discard a close call and a weak attack to make this a 1 success. To move 2 spaces. 1, 2. And we lose a time. Let's walk. I missed my 3 dice. Oh my gosh. I am not rolling anything this game. Okay. So we can move 1 space and take a damage, lose 2 time. Let's just do that. I guess it doesn't like I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to lose 2 time because if these get swapped around, there's just as likely a chance that I need to go this way or down to get to that space. So I go. We only have 3 time to spend. At least we get our focus and short rest. So that's nice. I think we're gonna go sprint because we don't have a walk anymore, and then we're just not gonna spend 1. Fingers crossed the next one rolls 2 stars. I am telling you, we're due for it, right? We're due for it. So these are gonna go over here. He does not move because he's not connected to anybody. Then we got a tarot card. My goodness. Pain and pleasure. So he's not gonna move. Oh, we get 2 time. Horror goes up and we get 2 time. That's kind of cool. That's a really interesting tarot card. I've never seen something like that. It's like all bad stuff, but you get a slight benefit for it as well. I like that design space a lot. We have 1 tarot card left. Let's see where we're rolling. We're switching here and Clover. All right, so he is connected to some victims now, so that's a little scary. Let's sprint. Oh my gosh. It's insane. Go short rest and a focus to get 1 success. Go 1, 2. We are now here in the center. We can save 2 of these. We'll save the Curious Wretch. Do we have to resolve that? I assume no. When the Curious Wretch, if you save the Wretch, we get to heal 1. We're at full. And Horror goes down 1. And we'll save here because this can heal us. Now we can move a space. We're gonna actually just move right back here just to get on the same tile as the Chariot. And we do flip over Kinsey. So now, once during each planning phase, we can take all copies from a single named action card for the price of 1. For each victim saved, each additional victim saved, decrease horror. I'm just gonna go ahead and save here. Actually, no, I am gonna move. I'm gonna leave them there in the center. Should be fine. He's not connected to the killer right now, so we should be okay. Okay, we have might as well focus. Hey, let's go. Decrease horror, decrease time. And we're going to end there. We do have a Hell Shift. He's only moving for 1, though. So I'm not sure if I need to use that right now. I feel like I picked that up forever ago, and I just don't need it. So we can grab 2 copies of a card. We're going to spend 3, go down to 4, and grab 2 distractions. I think this is going to set us up really nice in the future. We have 4 left. We want to grab Furious Strikes at some point. Let's go ahead and grab a weak attack and a walk. So that's giving us 5 cards. With 4 left, I'm thinking sprint. Do we have a walk in our hand? We don't have a. We do have a walk in our hand. But I'm thinking sprints for 2 and guard for 2 because I think we're getting to that point where we're going to want to start interacting with the villain or with the killer. And so let's start grabbing some protecting cards. It would be nice to have a close call, but I'm okay if nothing happens. So put those there, put those there. And then like next turn we can take improvise. Actually, I'm going to leave the guard because I would like to take both of those guards for the price of 1. For next turn using Kenzie's ability. I think instead we're going to take 2 close calls. So we got 2, 4, 6, 8. And then next round we'll probably spend 2 to take both guards. And that can just add our efficiency a little bit. But I'm not 100% sure that we're going to be interacting with that killer. So, cool. When do we do the killer phase? Resolve killer action. The finale has been revealed. Skip step 2. Yep. But step 2, do we do it next round or this round? I can never remember. Revealing the finale. If there are no tarot cards left in the tarot deck, the finale will be revealed during the upkeep phase. There you go. Alrighty. So he is connected, so he's going to move there. And we got Violent Taste. If there are no victims on the board, discard and draw the next tarot card. Otherwise, he's going to move. He's going to kill one of these. Just going to increase Bloodlust. Now he's moving for 2. If a victim is not killed, increase Bloodlust. Alrighty. Okay. Yikes. But we can probably use our chariot to hop over there. We can grab guard before he attacks, which will be nice. But we'll see. Okay. Let's go ahead and reveal here. I feast on your pain. Ooh. What a aesthetic. Dude, look at that eye right here. Like, that eye is creepy. Gross. When revealed, if you have any afflictions, raid Bloodlust to the maximum. Oh, dang! That's wild. Glad we don't have any afflictions. Now the killer action is going to be move, attack twice. Ugh. Alrighty. So he's feasting on our pain. Gross. And we're going to see where our Hellscape tiles shift to. We're going to flip over. I'm in blue. The chariot's in green. I'm in blue. Chariot's in green. Okay. We may not even need the chariot. We're 1, 2, 3 spots away. So if we just sprint over there, it's going to be fine. We do have 2 distractions, which I think is huge here, right? Like, we can get that horror level down. Feeling pretty good about that. Let's see what we got. Let's go distraction. Of course. Let's go weak attack. I don't even know. Okay, let's play a close call. No, we'll discard a close call and a weak attack to make that a 1 success. So we'll decrease horror, increase time. Let's go distraction. Come on, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Oh my gosh, come on. We'll spend 2 time to re-roll all the dice. We're gonna roll these 2 dice instead. Okay, we got a success. There you go. Okay, increase time, decrease horror. Can't believe that happened. Okay, so we can grab the guard. So if we sprint up that way, worst case scenario, we'll have 2. We can grab both guards for 2. We can grab a retaliate, actually. That may be better. He's going to attack twice. Just not great. Let's sprint. Oh my gosh. This is insane. I am rolling atrociously today. Okay. Move one space, reduce time by 2, take a damage, and end our turn. I guess. So we'll do that. We'll move here, take a damage, decrease time by 2. That was bad. That was really, really bad. Ugh. He's gonna kill this. We're gonna get a dark power. We're in trouble. Alrighty. Well, that was fun. And we end our turn. So for 2, we're gonna take both guards. And then I think we're gonna take a sprint. And our short rest and everything here. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8. I feel like I haven't used the Hellscape card. I could probably just... It feels like it's a nice to have when I need it, but I feel like I haven't been able to just pull it off yet. Okay. So he's going to attack here. Increase Bloodlust, which is going to reveal the minor power. After you purge an affliction, you lose a health and Razorface recovers the health. Okay, that was not bad at all because we've already done all of our afflictions, so we're good there. Okay. No tarot card. End of the round. We are going to swap the Clover and the Star. I do really like this map. This is a really, really cool map. I like it a lot. Alrighty. Our turn. Let's go. We're at 6. Let's go ahead and see if we can focus. Just focus. I don't know, man. I am not... It is not working out for me. Let's go ahead and toss the Hell Shift and a short rest to make it at least get us into the green and go down 1. Let's focus again. Come on. Okay, we got 1 success. We can discard 2 cards to make it 2 successes. I think we'll just take the 1 success. We'll take this down and reduce time by 1. I'm going to heal 1 here. Yeah. I think we'll go... No, we don't need to save him. The killer is so far away from us that I think we're fine. He's moving 2 now, so he's going to go 1, 2. And he's attacking twice. So I think there's a world in which I walk here. That being said, I only have 4 time. If I roll 0... Well, that's fine. If I roll 0... I'm probably not going to roll 0. Famous last words, right? Let's walk. Okay, I got 2. So I can move up to 2 spaces. I'm only going to move 1. Because the killer's not going to reach me, but then I can move in and attack the killer next turn. I lose a time. We'll take the weak attack. We have the guard. I think I want to probably take the improvise. Till this action phase ends, so that wouldn't help for the retaliate. We could take a sprint. I'm gonna take a sprint. And then I'm going to use my ability to take both of these for 2. That's 2, 4, 6, 7. I think next turn... Ooh, actually... Do I just take the distraction? And get a huge amount of time? I'm going to do that. So no sprint, no close call. We're going to spend all 3 on double distraction. And that, if we roll a double success, we go up 4 time. And that's just going to help us a lot with purchasing like these Furious Strikes and Critical Blows. So I think we're not necessarily looking for this turn. We're looking for the next turn. I kind of wish I had not moved there now, but here we are. Okay. Yeah, I'm happier with that. Put the Hell Shift back. So Killer's gonna go 1, 2. Right next to me, knocking on Hellscape's door. And this is reset. And we're off. Oh, nope, we have to see if we're moving. Such a cool. Okay, we're shifting Star and Clover. I do like that I'm kind of blocking his way to the peon. And if we need to, we can take some damage and then move over to the peon and then heal from the peon and then potentially save the peon to get more time. Because whenever we save the peon, we decrease horror, but that's effectively just getting us time now. So, all right, let's play Distraction. We got 1 success. I'm okay with that. So we decrease horror, which we cannot, so we increase time instead, and then we increase time, going up to 8. We're going to play Distraction. Got a star. We could toss a weak attack. No, we're just going to go up 2 again. Now we're at 10. So with that, we can go Critical Blow, Furious Strike. Go Critical Blow, Retaliate. We could toss a weak attack and a guard to go up 2 more. I think we're going to do that, actually. So instead, we're going to use this. We're going to toss a guard and a weak attack, and we go up 2 more. So now we're at 12 time. At this point, we are going to end our turn. We have 12 time to spend. We're going to spend 6 here to take a Critical Blow. I'm going to spend 4 to take a Retaliate. Oh, Improvise is 3. Ah! We got 2, 4, 6, 8. We could take the Close Calls. Instead of Critical Blow, we're going to take the Furious Strike. Then we're going to take both of the Improvises for 3. It's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I'm going to take a Close Call for the final. And then we are just not going to pick up... Or are we not going to pick up? A walk? We don't need no walking. We got a sprint in our hand. Alrighty. Feeling pretty decent about that. Feel like that distraction move was good. Okay. He's coming. He's attacking twice, which is not great. We could probably just take one of them if we wanted to. That would be 2 damage. We have 2 health here that we can at least heal one of them pretty easily. But yeah. All right. So he's going to move into our space. He's going to attack us. The first attack, let's go ahead and retaliate. No. No. Jeez. Okay. I cannot believe that's happening. Okay. We do have a improvise. I'm trying to figure out if I want a close call here. I think we go focus and a short rest. We change one of these to a success. And we reduce the damage. So we don't take any damage and we deal 1 damage back to him. He's going to attack us again. And we will guard this one. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I have not rolled like any stars. Wow. Okay. We're just gonna reduce damage by 1 to a minimum of 1. We'll take a damage. Okay. Wow. I don't know. All right, let's see where we're moving. Or if we are moving. We are gonna swap here and here. Okay, now we're a little bit further away from our masochistic peon. All right. Let's improvise. Come on. I don't know. I don't know what to do at this point. We're going to spend 2 time to reroll all these dice. Okay, we got a star. Wow. All right. So for the next horror roll only, 3s and 4s are successes. Okay. We're going to play a Furious Strike. Okay, so we got 2 successes. So we are going to deal 2 damage. Boom. And we decrease horror, which increases our time. Up to 5. Let's focus. This is going great. It's insane, right? Oh my gosh. I'm going to destroy these dice. I don't think I'm... Oh my gosh. That's ridiculous. I don't... We just lose 2 time. We're down to 3. We're in trouble now. Okay, let's go down to 3. Let's sprint. What's happening? Alrighty, so we'll lose a health and lose 2 time. Oh my gosh. Oh, we're about to get absolutely bodied. Oh, that's not good at all. I think we just lost this game. Because we can't afford a guard. We're going to get attacked twice. If that's a 0, we lose. Wow. Okay. Guess we'll take a close call on the weak attacks. This has been the worst that I've ever been on rolling dice. Okay. So he's going to attack. We got 2. He's going to attack. That's game. We lose. Wow, that was brutal. I just there was no... I don't even know. I feel like in the last 2 turns, we rolled 12 dice and rolled 1 star off those 12 dice. That was brutal. Yikes. I think I do like the tier dice because of that. The tier dice were the dice that were introduced in season 3. They're the blue dice, and on 1 and 2 they get the tiers, and then those are effectively resources that you can use to spend later. So if you have 4 tiers, you can spend them. It's just a little bit of a balancing mechanism. But that was absolutely brutal. That was insane. Oof. If these hadn't swapped, I could have moved over here and saved, or healed and saved. I wouldn't have been any better, but wow, that was tough. I don't know if I would have played it much differently other than rolling better. I don't even know. I would have not have tried to, I probably shouldn't have tried to sprint out of there. I think I should have saved that. I could have grabbed a guard in a close call, and I could have prevented one of the attacks. I think that would have been a little bit better. I mean, hindsight, but if I had sprinted and moved 3, which I had a pretty decent chance of doing, I could have come here, I could have healed, and then he would not have been able to reach me. So I think if I was to do it again, I still would have made that same decision. I think the sprinting was a decent decision to try and get out of there. But sometimes to be fair, we are in his domain. We invaded his hellscape, so that's a little bit on us. He's he's just trying to maintain his house. Dang. Well, that's how brutal Final Girl can be. If it was easy, everyone would do it. Nice. Alrighty. Well, yeah. Cool. Well, there's Razorface. I'm gonna be back on Friday. Yep. So Friday at 10 a.m. we're gonna be doing Lord of the Rings. We're gonna be doing some more Saga playthroughs. And that's gonna be the third scenario in the entire saga, the third scenario in the Fellowship of the Ring. So I'm excited for that. I hope to see everybody there. And yeah, so that's what we got coming up. Hope everyone just has a fantastic day, a fantastic rest of the week. Fun to watch, even though it was Russ. Nice to know I'm not alone and rolling terribly. No, I got you. I'm there with you. I've yet to even beat Camp Happy Trails. I think I've played Happy Trails. That's the first one, J Wheel, right? I don't actually remember if I've played it. I assume, yeah. It can be very very swingy for sure. It can be very very swingy for sure. It's a tough game. I think like there's interesting like kind of pacing decisions that has to be made of like, am I gonna spend, how much time am I gonna save? I can still do things, but then it's gonna set my next turn up for just like nothing, and the game can be very reaction based on what the killer is doing. And so like sometimes you want to save some time, or you want to save time by effectively saving cards and getting more actions next turn so that you can be more reactive to what the killer does rather than trying to be proactive. I think especially in the earlier game. During the later game, I do think that being proactive can be pretty strong, setting yourself up to be like right next to the killer. So, or like when the killer moves, he's going to be close, and then you can step in and start swinging on him. But nice. Ooh, I cannot. That was so many. All of these dice are just going to jail. We're just gonna put all the dice in jail, and then we're gonna roll tier dice from now on and feed our tiers to the mechanics. Nice. Thank you all so very much for hanging out. Appreciate y'all, and we'll see you on Friday. Peace.